Welcome back, students. Today we'll discuss of the remaining part of this unit, and the first thing, that is your sublimation method. So see, sublimation is a method. See this again, this diagram and figure, whatever may be. See this diagram. So this is basically the setup of a proper sublimation techniques over here, and this is your dish again, and this part actually your funnel part, and the end part of this funnel have been blocked by a cotton wool plug. Okay, and into this some ammonium chloride and some common salt mixtures are present here. So now you have heated it. So what will happen, all the ammonium chloride will be try to evaporate. Okay, and it will form the gaseous, and the whole gaseous things will be collected here, and the gaseous things will not escape out or beyond this inverted funnel because the wool is there. Okay, now when the all the vapors has been deposited here, and the atmospheric cooled or chilled water has been come close together with this part, and the whole things, that is whole gaseous part, that will be converted into liquid, and again into converted into solid and deposited into this. So the ammonium chloride is deposited this part, and your salt will be here. So you can easily separate out those things. So whenever we have used this sublimation techniques, so we will use the sublimation techniques in case of one sublimating compound is present with some normal compound. That time two different type of salt is there, but there should be one sublimative compound. So suppose that you have a iodine and salt, you can use this process. If you have a ammonium chloride and salt, so you can use this process. Okay, so you can suppose similarly in different kind of thing you can use by this use. Suppose your map thing is there, you can use these things. So the main thing is we have used these things whenever one sublimating compound, or as well as one normal salt is there. That time we have repeatedly doing this process, and we can easily separate out the two things, because ammonium chloride in white color textures and sodium chloride is also white color texture. It is very difficult to separate out whenever they are mixed together, because they are white, their texture is same, they are also crystals, so it's very difficult to the two parts separate out, and that time we will use this process. Another thing, that is your separating funnel. Series figure, this is a separating funnel. This is basically your separating flux. Okay, and this part, that is your conical flux. So before going to this topic, so you will learn why we use this separating funnel. See students, separating funnel we will use only that time whenever the two component is there, the one component is not completely mixed with one another. Suppose that this part having kerosene oil and some of the water is there. So kerosene and the water is not completely mixed together, because kerosene is a insoluble substance in water, and water is also not deposited, or you cannot soluble in kerosene, because the two characters is completely different. Water is polar nature, kerosene is non-polar, so it is not dissolved. So as a result of it, whenever the whole kerosene and the water you have mixed, suppose that one mixed with one container, so it is very difficult to separate out now, very difficult to separate out. So suppose that you need to separate out the water and the kerosene oil, then we'll go to try to this separating funnel. Will all the solutions will pour in this particular separating funnel, and now you shake it in well, and when the whole solution you have shake well, and after that the complete, whenever the whole water and as well as the your oil is shake well, and then the clear two layer will be formed. One layer, that is your kerosene oil layer, another layer, that is your water layer, and the water layer are lie in the below downward side, but the kerosene is lie in the upward side, because the water is denser and heavier than the kerosene oil. So kerosene naturally they will lie above the water level. So again, this is the part, that part actually your stop cork, and this stop cork, when you open this slightly, and then gradually the water will be come on this particular separating funnel to this entire uh, conical flux, and repeatedly you have performed this process and shake, and you will get the whole water, very pure water, you can easily separate out from the kerosene oil. So when you use these things, we will use two the two solutions, two liquids. When mixed, you will not mix each other, that time you will, that means the immiscible case, immiscible liquid. In case of immiscible liquids, immiscible heterogeneous mixtures, we are use this process, that is called separating funnel. Okay, now coming to the point, that is the important, that is the part, that is your fractional distillations. Okay, so this is the part, that is your fractional distillations, is the basics, is quite relevant like your distillation process. But the thing is, the one important point, that is your fractionating column is present here. So this fractionating column has been cleared the distinct mixtures, and you can easily separate out the two mixtures. So when you use this mixtures, remember, in case of by using of this fractionating column, in case of fractionating column, the two liquid having a difference, that is the boiling point difference 25 degrees Celsius or more. Whenever the temperature is 20 degrees, sometimes some books have written 25, and sometimes some books have written 20 degrees Celsius, but is general 10 to 20 or 20 to 25 in the belonging up to this 25 degrees Celsius, that whenever the temperature 10 to 20 or 10 to 25, whatever the may be, when the temperature between temperature of the two corresponding liquid, the temperature difference like that 20 degree or 20 degrees 25 degrees Celsius more, when that time only you have used this process, that is your fractional distillations of mixtures. So suppose that you have a mixtures of water and alcohol. If you have a mixture of alcohol and water, and methyl alcohol is the boiling point, that is like that your 75 degrees Celsius, and water is the boiling point 100 degrees Celsius. So clear difference between the water and the alcohol, that is your 25 degrees Celsius. When this come into the category of 25 degrees Celsius, so why you use this mixtures. So how this process? Simple process, two mixtures, miscible and homogeneous mixtures, because they are mixed together is very well, water and alcohol, and whole mixtures will pour in this particular round bottle flux. Now just gently heat it, because high heat is not required. If whenever you give the high heat, the whole process, whole solution will be evaporated. Okay, so don't do this practice things, that means gently you have to heat it and over, and the first of all water will be less try to give escape out, but the first of all the methyl alcohol will evaporate first and deposit it in this fractionating column, and you see the thermometer part, and the whole gaseous thing, that is your vapor, come into this condenser, or you can say that this part, and this part actually condense the whole gaseous things into liquid, and after that the liquid will become this conical flux or the receiver. So by this process you can easily separate out the methyl alcohol and the water very easily. Okay, by this process. Okay, so this process actually your fractional distillation of a mixture of a liquid. So next video we'll discuss the another technology, that is your chromatography. Okay, so till then, thank you.